Hi, everybody.
Here we are. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you. It's Thursday with Astrology Vibrations, and Lalit is here with bells on. She's got a good presentation, and she also has kind of an announcement, but I won't spill the beans on that. Let me just say hello to Marby. You get the cookie. You're the very first one in. I do have you in the first in line for a reading, and CJ's here. And Donna Zelina is here. She would like a general. I do have you starred. Intuitive 22. Donna Ortiz is here. Hello. If you'd like a reading, I forgot to tell you that we're going to do the giveaway tool this time because I need to be concise with my readings. I am going to have to leave right at the hour. So if you could just put in there hashtag stars, I'd appreciate it. In fact, I can do something like this where it is scrolling. I think it's good. Now I'll do it. Oh, it's scrolling up there. So okay, well that's all right. And everyone, remember that to book a session with Lalit, it's astrology vibrations at gmail.com. She also has a website, astrologyvibrations.com. And so you can find her anywhere. So the last time we were in, we were talking about eclipses and how this is the start of a long party. And how are you this week, Lalit? I forgot to ask you.
Well, it's been one humdinger, hasn't it? It's
Yes.
as advertised. I remember talking last week, saying that we could expect some real big surprise death in the area. It might be entertainment or people on YouTube, and so we got a big one with Diane Aquarius. I have to say, you prepare yourself, you say it's going to be something shocking and unexpected, and then when it happens, you go, I wasn't expecting that. Well, that's and that is the point. And we have these wonderful people in our community, such as Diane, who are so giving and so loving and have so much to offer to humanity. And Diane was right up there, so we know that she is doing fine, and it's us that are suffering without her. And so we wish her well and thank her for all that she did for our community, which was a lot. And so that's all I would say about the last week's show. I'm sorry that it came to fruition in such a shocking way. I saw it on YouTube, and I said, someone is faking. That's fake, and that can't
Oh,
be someone. I said, someone is trying to take advantage of Diane, and this is not true. I said, and
right. So
and then I
she
and
was
then I went to Gemini to check, and I went, oh my gosh, it is true. I was so
she was so
surprised.
she's so very young, and it was so sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
So let us jump into the good news today because I
All
do
right.
have some good news. Good news. And in astrology, when you are looking for a good day, let's say the most auspicious time to do something, it's called electional astrology, and you search for a day in which the aspects are in your favor. And we have this week the most beneficent, the most good luck, the best opportunity that we're going to have in the month. So I will start by saying that and say that's something good. So we're just jump into talking about what this is. So you'll see, and I'm going to show you on this little chart written down first, and then I have the horoscope all lined up in a way that's super colorful, and I think you're going to see it really well. Now let's see, let me get it set up so everybody can see it. All right. This was last week's information of the no, here we had last week happening with the total solar eclipse. We all experienced that. That was really something big. Am I centered so everybody can see this little charts? Can yeah. Whoops. All
It
right.
looks
This
it looks
this is
good to
but this
me.
is the one for this week. That was last week, so if it fell off, that's okay. So the most auspicious days that you're going to have to do all kinds of things, such as if you need to contact anyone, whether it be for business or for personal relationship, like a romantic relationship, it's going to go well for any of these kind of relationships questions. If you need to reach out, if you are applying for a job, if you are writing a book, if you are doing anything creative, or if you're healing with your hands, all of these things are in play. So just about everything that you want to do this and have good results, there are 5 good days this coming week. Starting August 15th, we're going to see that Mercury is exactly conjunct Jupiter. So Jupiter being the great benefic, everything's expansive, very positive, very good fortune. So this is a sign of time. If you reach out to people, they're going to be more receptive to you, and things will go better in your whatever you're trying to achieve. So any kind of communication, written or telephone or texting or whatever, email, whatever you need to do, this is a really great aspect. And it doesn't just last one day. This is when it becomes exact. I'm going to show you the chart. In addition to that, at the same time, because this starting on the 16th, but it's effective, these aren't, it doesn't like suddenly you turn on the light and there it is. It blends in gradually, right? So they overlap. So if it says the 16th, there's overlap here. Venus, in a great aspect, sextile with Jupiter, which means Venus and Mercury and Jupiter are all in a harmonious place, which is great for anything that you're doing that's creative, or anything in the field of communications or learning, or anything that you're doing is going to be great. Now, Mars is going to be square Neptune, so there's a little bit of back and forth with Mars. But in the past weeks, we've had Venus and Mars struggling with each other, push me, pull you, with the male and divine feminine and the more aggressive parts, things really doing the tug of war, push me, pull you thing. Now Venus is pretty much active on her own and very clear, all systems go. So there's going to be 5 really good days starting August 15th, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, getting to be the 20th and 21st. It calms down because Venus is going to be in opposition to Saturn. So you got a good 5 days in which you will have the best opportunity of the entire month. Now, we do realize that there is the backdrop of eclipse season, right? And it's if there were not the eclipse season happening, it would be just the greatest auspicious, oh boy, this is the biggest opportunity you'll have in your whole life, and all systems go. Of course, with the backdrop of eclipse season, it sort of puts a kibosh on things, so it's not perfect, but it's the best you're going to get. So this is where you make your move. With the
Excuse
eclipse
me,
season,
Lalit.
yeah.
Maria Ruiz says they can't see the chart. Did you intend to push it
Yeah,
away?
I did
Okay, it's
because
over.
I did push it because I'm going to show you the horoscope now. And I just want to say that we do have the background of eclipse season, and so there's something like, well, it comes to mind that famous little joke where they say, well, Mrs. Lincoln, other than that, how did you enjoy the play? It's something like that, because there's going to be a backdrop of eclipse stuff, so you will have not 100% green light on all of this, but it's the best you're going to get all in a month. So those are the days to make your moves, to have things helping you the best possible in the situation. I'm going to show you the chart so you can see what's going on. And I made real colorful, and I made a little bouncy ball that you can see me pointing to things. Look at this. I'm trying to make it more visible for all of you. So I have this little bouncy ball thing. So I have two blue circles, one here and one here. These are those good things that we were just talking about. Mercury conjunct Jupiter, and that's in Leo. We're going to talk about Leo also because that's where the eclipses are happening. So we have this wonderful aspect here with Mercury and Jupiter in a good aspect to the Venus, which on the 15th is also going to be together with the moon in Libra. Now, Venus is going to be here for a long time because it's going to be going retrograde and then forward, and it's going to be in these two signs of Libra and Scorpio for like 6 months, an unheard of thing. And this is Venus's home sign. So Venus is very strong here. And this is a wonderful, strong aspect of opportunity. So reach out to people. This is the time to do take care of everything. And this is the 15th all the way up to the 19th. That's the best you're going to get for the month. You also see Venus in Libra. If you follow this little line over here to Pluto in Aquarius, see, these are air signs. That means the two air signs make a 120-degree or trine aspect, which is fantastic. Now, this is great for mediumship, for your intuition, for secrets revealed. And it's in the Aquarius Leo axis that we're going to talk about more. Now you see another little sextile going to Neptune. Neptune is beautiful, the upper octave with Venus. This is your creative aspects, your intuition, your sensitivity, and you are able to build new structures here with Saturn influencing it. Now, do you notice this green line going down here, the green line coming to here, and another green one over to Uranus? Uranus is also in Gemini, so you have a grand trine in the air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. In addition, we have the little side thing. It forms like a kite. Do you see it looks like a kite going down here, 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 and here? And they're all green lines, green for go, all systems go. You have another weird formation that looks like a rectangle, starting here with Venus to Pluto, down here to Neptune, and up here to Mercury and Jupiter, all green line, green and go. This is opportunity and good fortune. So those days that I was mentioning from the 15th of August, and this is the chart of the 15th, all the way to the 19th, and then it will start to slow down. The next couple of days, you're going to have everything good except this Saturn. Saturn tends to be a throw water on the party, a damp blanket over things. So Saturn is going to be exactly in opposition to Venus on like the 21st. So that can slow things down, slow down the party. But this is the best days that you will have in the month. So all systems go for any type of communication or healing or psychic work, just about everything you want to do. Those 5 days are the best days you're going to have at least in a month. So that is a time to make your move, and that's what we want to hear about. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about in general is I've been mentioning to you about the eclipses and eclipse season. And I mentioned that we're going to be having eclipses going on in Leo up till August of next year. This is an ongoing thing. So since it's so important, and since it's just really important that everyone in this group know your chart and know which houses it's affecting, and I want to make a gift to the people here where, since I know some of you have trouble reading a horoscope, for example, here's what I mean. If I say the the um, the this eclipse is happening in 20 degrees of Leo. Well, what if you have Leo as your ascendant? You may think, oh, it's in my first house, but that may not be true because 20 degrees of Leo, you have to figure out which side of it is it in, the 12th house or the first house. And if you don't know how to read charts, that could be tricky. So I want to provide that for you so you will know for sure what house these eclipses are affecting you, because they always go on an axis. When I say axis, let's look at Pluto to Mercury and Jupiter. Do you see how they're straight across from each other? One is in the first house, one is in the seventh house. I'm marking it up so you can see. Whoa, look at that. So this would be the axis of first house to seventh house. You need to know where these eclipses are happening, because if it's happening in first and seventh, it's one thing and completely different if it happens to be 12 to 6. And if you don't know how to read the chart, you won't know that. So I'm going to make an offer to everyone here today. And this will be a continuing thing for next week also. If you can email me your birth data. I need to know the time. So if you don't know the time, don't send it to me until you know the time, because we're going to be doing this for weeks. This is a year-long thing that we're going to be talking about. So if you email me, I need date, time, and place. And if you don't have that, wait on it, because I'm not going to do this week. I've got inspectors coming to my house. It's going to happen next week. So you don't need to get busy and email it to me right now. But when you do, what I'm going to do is make a written out document that I will email back to you that explains every axis and how it will affect you. What areas of your life is it going to be pertinent to you? Like if 1 and 7 would I would describe exactly what areas of your life you're going to need to focus on, because it's in eclipse season, it's a positive and negative polarity and of the axis. So you're building between both affairs of the first house and the seventh house at the same time. They're working in a together. And so it's a very complex but important situation. So I'm going to write it out so you will know exactly what axis each eclipse will trigger in your horoscope. We got another one coming up on the 28th, the 28th of August. We have another one coming up in 4 degrees of Pisces, and that's going to trigger off all the big planets that are on the outside too. So you'll want to keep track of this over the coming year. And I will send you the analysis of what it means to be for each pair. So you'll be able to look at the chart, and I will tell you exactly which houses are being affected, and then you just look on the chart and read the description, and you'll have a very clear perspective on that. This is going to be something that you're going to need for the next year. That's why I'm making this offer, because I'm going to keep talking about, well, what house is it in your chart? And if you don't know how to read a chart, you could easily make a mistake.
I have something to add. It's
Please.
very important.
Okay.
You can put your own name on it. Of course, your email address is going to have your own name, but you must have your screen name on it. So in the subject line, if you could put both of those, then I think
Thank you.
it's be easier for me too to
Thank you.
look at real names and stuff. Because then when she presents it, it's going to be screen names and not real names, that kind of thing. I believe
It'll be
that's going to happen.
it'll be what I would present. It's not going to be giving out any kind of personal data. It would say something like, well,
Thank you,
as
Max
I just
Martin.
let's say it's Marby. I would then say Marby is going to be affected in the second and eighth houses. And it's not going to give away any other personal information. That would be the whole thing. And then you, Marby, would go to the chart and say, oh, second and eighth, what does it mean for me? And then you'll see it there in writing and it will be very clear to you. But I won't ever divulge anybody's personal information online. That would be the extent of it. And if there's a person that doesn't want me to say 1 and 8, then if you don't want me to do that, you can write that on your email, and we'll figure out another way to get you the knowledge that you need. But this is something that's going to be so important for this whole eclipse season now, and also for next year, because these eclipses are really of the biggest importance for humanity and personal life that we've ever seen. So it's something you really need to be aware of. And I want to make that offer for everybody so that you you will know when we're talking about what axis is being activated. You'll know what that means for you in detail, in great detail. So that's my plan, and it's something that I'll be working on over the next few weeks. This week I cannot because I have inspectors coming here, and they might even walk through if they happen to go open the door and come in next week during the show. That happened to me once. I was in a Zoom meeting and they walked in and they said, well, we're here to do the inspection. Oh, what? So it could happen next week. So we won't plan on it on a big show in that for next week, but the following week you'll have your data returned to you, if that makes sense. Did I say it okay, Deborah? I mean, are we clear? Deborah and I are going to work out the details
Yeah,
this week so that we'll be clear exactly, but that's coming down the pike for the next 2 weeks from today. You'll have that information.
awesome. Awesome, awesome. Is that the end of your presentation?
Yeah, because I just wanted to give you the good news of those 5 days. You already heard the eclipse news from last week. So if anybody that missed it should go back and hear that because it's so important. But I don't want to be repeating all of that. And so that you had something positive to work with those 5 days, go full steam ahead in your communications and sending out emails, applying for a job, um, getting together with your boyfriend or whatever it is. You'll have it. It's not. I'm not saying everything's going to work out perfectly, but it's the best options you have for a month. So
And it's
go for
personal.
it.
That's the
Go
cool
for it.
part.
Yeah, go for it.
And
Go for it.
yes, CJ, she's very generous. So if her other offer was to give you a whole packet of a chart, I mean, an amazing chart, with the idea that you would bring that chart to each session. So when she's describing where the moon is and everything, you can see it where it lies on your chart. Um, so this is just one step closer to
Yeah.
having that be more personalized for
It
you.
yeah, because this eclipse season is so big and you want to be prepared and understand exactly where it happens in your horoscope, and it might not be clear to everybody. Some of you who know astrology, you will know what I'm talking about, but many people just don't have that skill because they do other things in life, right? And so if you don't know how to find the house, I'm going to do it for you and just give you that and give you the active axis with the interpretation of what it means.
So we have a question from Michelle. When you say activated, is that good or bad?
It's it's both and. It's not either
It's
good or bad.
information.
It's information
Information.
about what are the energies at work in your life and in what area. It's pointing to the area of your life. So it will say this is going to be in your area of finances. And you're going to be having a struggle between your personal finances and other people's money, like maybe your mortgage or your stock investments or your an insurance claim. So you're going to be having a struggle between your personal value and money and other people's money that's going to be going on in your life. That's a small example of what I mean. So um, it's not an interpretation of your whole chart, but telling you what areas are going to be highlighted in this and for each eclipse.
It's just like what you said earlier. This is a lucky charm. This is with your, if you're going to do A, B, and C, do A over B, over C, or whatever, because that's the wind is at your back on that
Yeah,
type of thing, right? It's
yes,
just
yes,
information.
yes.
I like that. I like that a lot. Lalit, I was so excited to hear the good news. That's with Marby.
Oh, Marby, yes. Yeah, we need a little bit of good news. And um, so those are the best days of the month, and go for it. Full steam
Yeah,
ahead. Now,
yeah.
I would say to you, a little personal story that's kind of amusing, I think, relating to Mercury retrograde. You know how people go, "Oh, Mercury retrograde, I can't do this, I can't do that." Well, I'm not in that camp. If Mercury retrograde does not mean your life comes to an end, it simply means you would need to prepare some extra time and understand you may have glitches, so be prepared. But I had one that was funny that happened to me about 50 years ago when I lived in Italy. A friend of mine called me and he said, he's a French horn player and he had invented a new French horn, and he just got hired by a company in America to design this new French horn, and he had to go back to America for an entire year and he had to leave right away. So he said, I need he said, I can't leave my car on the street, and if you want to come up and get my car, you can have my car for the whole year. A nice Fiat, and he's going to be gone for a whole year, and I can have the car. Well, yeah, what's not just, well, of course I would do that, right? I had just bought a Citroen from the factory, and the Citroen took me a month to get it, and it was brand new, brand new. So my plan was to drive with my boyfriend in the Citroen to the train station, get on the train, go to Milan to pick up that other car, and then drive it back. But it was Mercury retrograde, so I figured, well, we're going to have to leave early. So, but I've been not in any way negative. I'm so happy to get this car. You know, it's a great opportunity, and I'll do whatever it takes. And I know it's Mercury retrograde, so we'll leave early. So we left early to go to the train station, and in our brand new car, which we'd had for 1 month, we had a flat tire on some country road that was like way not no cars going by. I mean, it was ridiculous because we were out in the country, so missed the train. But I got on the next train and I sent my boyfriend back home saying, okay, you have to call Milan. There, 50 years ago, no cell phones. In Italy, don't even have landlines. So he was calling the people they were going to meet me at the train. She's not on that train. She's going to be on this other one that arrives, blah, blah, blah. So I get there and I get the car, start out, and I get another flat tire in Milan. So I had my first flat tire in the country in Rome, and the second one the same day in a different car in a different in Milan, which is like hundreds of miles away. As I had another flat tire, said, "Well, I can't drive, and the lights are off. So all right, I'll go the next day. No problem. I'll go home and I'll go home, get the tire fixed, and get the lights. I won't need lights. I go during the day, and I went through the tunnels in the Apennine Mountain. They're dark." I hadn't counted on that. I forgot that you'd have to drive through these dark tunnels and I didn't have any lights. So I had to get behind a truck and just hug it, you know, just stay right behind a big truck because otherwise I couldn't see where I was in the tunnel at all.
Oh my
Now I
God.
could see it's just this truck and I'm just like white knuckling. I'm going, oh my God, I can't see anything. I'm in the dark. I can't follow this truck. And it was, I had to go through several of those because there's a series of them, and that was hair raising. But so it was a bad Mercury retrograde, two flat tires in the same day on two different cars in two different cities, and the electrical problem. But but then, I got the car, and I had this really nice Fiat for an entire year. So it's worth it. You don't want to say no just because there's going to be a little impediment. You're prepared for it. You say, I knew this was happening. I'm ready for it. We're going to all systems go. And and so I got the car for the whole year. I had this really nice car to drive for a whole year, and that was wonderful. And it was definitely worth the flat tires and driving through tunnels. It was definitely worth it. But wow, we know it's happening. It was kind of funny when it happened. To say you got a flat tire out here nowhere. Okay, we knew it was going to happen, so we're ready for it. And that's the way you need to approach it. You can't just be afraid, hide under the blanket and cover up your head and say, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. I'm not even going to try. No, no, that's not the way it goes. So,
I love stories like that. When I have when I have got a lot of stories where I'm near death. I mean, I could die or get very hurt or something like that. And I say, to keep my balance, I always say the same thing. If I survive this, it's going to make a great story. And boy, do I have some great stories I'd love to share with you. Randy Candy Rocks just subscribed to your channel. Thank you so
oh,
much.
thank you.
At
Thank you
Astrology
so much. I really
Vibration.
appreciate that. I'm just getting my channel, just getting it going. Did build the website, and there was a booking calendar on there, and I am starting to be, really take a serious
Like a real business.
business attitude. I'm ready to get serious. So,
Yay. Yay.
yeah, and focus my energy on this because this is what I want to do more than anything in the world. I just love
I know.
doing astrology, and it's so
Lovely.
much fun to me. So I'm going to just dedicate as much energy and time to being serious about it as I can.
Awesome.
There
Awesome.
were there were
Awesome.
many years that was all that I did in life. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
would like to go back to that because
That is a nice place to live.
that
That
is a
is a nice
nice
place to
place to
live,
live
for sure.
among the stars.
Yeah, so I say that that is your church. I have certain things that are churches for me. That
Yeah.
is my church. Marby, I want to thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. That means I'm not going to spin the wheel just yet. I am going to read for Marby. And she would like to have a general reading. Those are my favorites, by the way. I always say that every time. So, but I would like to grab my Lenderman cards real quick and give them a throw to see what comes up, just for fun. So I've got a fresh start. Whoops. uh, so there is a peaceful, I've got peaceful here with the lilies. Peaceful, very peaceful. Right after that is something gnawing at you. Okay. So this is how I'm going to interpret it. This is the mice. The mice are there to just nibble at something. Not change the world or not bring anything rotten, but it's something you need to pay attention to. And at this moment, I've got the moon. It's hidden information. So with that, I'm going to get my tarot out to see what these little mice are doing to you. What are they nibbling at? Oh, yeah. You're a planner. There's two types of people in the world: planners and pantser. Live by the seat of your pants, right? And you're that's a writing term. Two
That's
different
good.
writing styles. I'm a pantser, but so right this minute, so you don't you come by this naturally. Right now, you really need, and a lot of people don't need this. Some people just go along and whatever comes, they come. But you know, you're planner, and it looks like what's gnawing at you is that you're not, you are clear with your destination, but what's happening around you isn't congruent with that image because of time, because you want that goal to be here right now. But I have a feeling that things are going to come through for you like really fast. 8 of Wands. I've also got I love these eights. That's money. Possessions. And 8 of Pentacles. It looks like a job or a task is going to it's going to manifest for you. So the message is this: just stay calm, even though you can't identify the future, right? The way you would like to. Just stay comfortable with pantsing it for a week or so. God bless you and leave you with that. What do you get?
Oh, this is so interesting. This card, you notice it's called the hawk. And
Yeah,
you
it's a
know,
bird.
birds are messengers from spirit. Birds are messengers from spirit, and the words are flying high. Let me read you this
I
message.
like that.
Oh, wait, this is beautiful. For a while now, you have held a secret dream that it is time to birth into reality. In the past, you have been hesitant about voicing this dream out loud. Instead, you have kept it close and shielded it in your heart, not letting anyone know. But there is nothing stopping you now from going after your dream. Trust that support is around you, both in the material and spiritual realms, to help you manifest them. Know that your goal is within your sights. So fly high like the hawk, and if your energy flags, trust that the wind will carry you onward. Simply rest in the gentle stream until you can fly higher once more.
I love that. I love
That's
that. I
really
love that.
cool, really beautiful.
Hi, Cindy Shay. There's some new people here. Well, you've probably
Cindy
been here
Shay.
before. I skipped it. Cindy Shay, 101. Welcome, welcome. I
Welcome,
did.
Cindy.
I've been getting rid of some. Oh, she says yes. You got it, Lalit. You hammered it right home. Is what Marby was saying. She goes yes with all the yeses.
That's really
Um,
something.
Moderators, I've had 2 trolls already. Feel free to ban them as soon as they pop in. The one reason why we have them today is because I forgot to set a setting in YouTube that makes it where they have to subscribe to to chat in order to chat. And usually people who just want to throw shade don't want to subscribe. So just moderators, if I don't catch it, I'd love you to catch it. All right, so here we are. That's okay, Hypnicity. You just relax. I got it. I got it. And I am banning like that today. I'm not taking anything. That one guy or gal or whoever it was did one little picture, and I thought, mm. So feel free. Feel free.
Thank you,
Let's.
Cynthia, for that sweet comment. Cynthia, I appreciate that so
Oh,
much.
oh yes. Let's look at that. 2 readings with Lalit now, and she delivered excellent in real time. Yes, you do. You're remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Let's pull a couple of names to read. Hypnicity.
Hypnicity.
Da, da, da. And we're going to go up here for another person. If you could just, you can write your question. It doesn't have to be a general. You can write a question, see what's going on. See if Donna Zalinda. So I love that picture of you with that little baby kitty. I love it. So we've got a couple here. Just hi, Summer. coming in. Hypnicity, do you have a specific question you would like to ask? Also, Donna, if you want just a general, just write general.
So are we on hypnicity now?
Uh,
Or
she's
Donna?
um, well, hypnicity was first, but I don't see a question. Just go ahead and do it. We'll just oh, cool. When will my grief lift? Ah, that's a tough one because people hold on to grief as long as they need it. There's grace in everything. Grief has a certain flavor or aroma. Thank you, Donna, of grief. And sometimes that can get seductive, but you need something that moves you away from that. And a lot of times when it's been there for a long time, it's been my experience that you can't just wait for something on the outside to happen to pull you out. It's something that you have to practice. And it's just literally lifting your mood a bit just by doing something silly, going and eating some ice cream or dancing to or in your mind, even just dancing to a nice song that you loved as a kid and, or love now. But no sad songs. I do have you being firmly in your surroundings. So I'm happy to see this Four of Wands telling me that you're anchored, definitely anchored. I do have the Fool card reversed. The Fool card upright is a blessing coming your way, but it needs to take advantage. There's a caveat, there's always a hook, right? Um, if the Fool comes in reverse, it just tells me that this blessing's going to come, but you need to be at a certain receptivity to have it bless you. And one of the reasons why it hasn't been that way um, is because of the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is reversed. Two of Wands upright means baby steps, but positive baby steps. So there hasn't been that. Like I said, I've got you moving into calmer waters, but to slow the suffering and moving away, you need to do something at the level of action. She's saying it's only been 2 weeks since she's passed. I guess I have to let time heal. Well, stay with it. I'm just saying, people will stay in things as long as they need it. Grief is very hard. CJ says too, hypnicity is very hard. And there is grace in that. You are supported, especially by our community, but by God as well. But take your time with it. Your question was, when will my grief lift? And that's my answer. When you're able to do something. Oh, she is cancer free. Yeah.
So I how come you just said what I was going to say, Deborah?
Oh,
Come on. So this is for hypnicity. She gets the earth and home. So I'm saying that the steps you take to ground yourself with Mother Earth and
mhm.
the other things that are nurturing to you, that make you feel protected, and your spirit is protected and grounded, and you have loving energy around you. You need to step into that. It's not going to happen by itself. So the
Ah,
message says you may feel adrift or lost, searching for a place to call home. You may find things that were once meaningful to you now hold little meaning. Like our beautiful planet Earth, you're undergoing a transition and you're struggling to know where you belong right now. Rest assured that these feelings will guide you to do what's right for you. Home is the place within. It's the place within. So focus on and respect your own needs right now. Be kind and patient with yourself. Accept that this is a process you're going through, and even though it feels scary, you won't always feel lost in space. Soon you'll stop spinning and arrive at your destination.
I
So
like that.
it's a healing process that will take some time, and be patient and loving and kind to yourself, and do everything you can to nurture yourself, because your
Yeah. Yeah.
self-love is the key at this time.
And she just said, I talk to Mother Earth regularly. That is your church. Mother Earth is your church. I love that.
Well,
Uh,
Mother
yeah.
Earth, there you
And
are with the
then hypnicity.
rainbow and
Mhm.
all of it.
Hypnicity says bingo. I love that bingo. And then she said that was perfect. Good, good, good. We're all for you for sure, for sure. Donna, I forgot to see what you want. General. Okay. Donna Celinda with her little baby kitten. It's actually a
Mother
tiger. Those of you
Selena.
who can't see, it's a tiger. I love that. Ooh, I see love coming in. So this is a passion. It could be. I'm sensing. I'm sensing it's inspiration more than it is a regular person delivering it to you. I feel it's a blessing right now. You're pretty focused, it sounds like, because I have two reversed. A lot of these are reversed. So I'm just going to put this out there. If you don't feel like this is true right now, just keep an eye out for it to see if you might slip, your thoughts might slip into this. The Four of Cups reversed means that you're really focusing on something, but with one of those blinders, right? Upright, it means you don't really care about much. But when it's reversed, you are focused on one thing. And there is someone of power in your life. This is a king of swords, I believe. Yeah. King of swords in your life, um, older guy, or an institution, or somebody who has your money or is in charge of something, right? It's like that. There's a conflict or an uneasiness around that. It will move into, this is the timeline, it will move into the feeling that you don't have justice. Justice upright is good contracts and fairness and everything. Reverse is not so much. And Spirit is saying, probably not move forward with that. As far as if there is a contract you want to sign, or a commitment, or an agreement, a handshake, that type of thing, I do believe you'd be better off to wait a week um, than saying yes to that. So I hope that helps.
I get the mirror for self-reflection. Last week I was talking, or maybe the week before, there's a word for this kind of exercise. It's called a psychomantium, where you sit in a darkened room with just a couple candles or something, with a mirror in front of you, but you cannot see yourself in the mirror. You want the mirror to be a bit of an angle, or up or down, so you're not seeing yourself. You just see the dark mirror. And it's a way to speak to your higher self and get answers through this mirror. But so anyway, that's a little exercise called the psychomantium. But the message here is that you, at this moment, you are being urged to delve inward, very deep dive into the depths of your own soul, and to have conversations with your own higher self is the important thing. And you need to be watching for important messages that are going to be delivered to you in moments that you are inspired, and these are coming to you. So just be heightened, your little antenna out, looking for nudges from the higher realm that are going to connect you and you will learn the things that you need to learn in this very deep dive of self-reflection that you need to be going through right now. I love this little cosmic egg in the mirror there. There's something being born in there. That's an interesting touch.
That's what she was saying here. She said, I've been feeling a shift is coming. Thank you. Always spot on. I appreciate that. You know, one of the things when we feel a shift coming, it's like, hurry up. Where am I going? Who am I going to be on the other side of that? Right. And sometimes we want to hurry it up to the point where we do something, we say agree to something. That's why I got the Ace of Wands reversed. And it's like, just wait, it's percolating, it's coming, it's something that's coming to you. It's not something you have to manifest doing. She's doing a lot of inner work, she says. Messaging from my higher self hasn't been so clear. There's a reason for that. So definitely doing that exercise. The thing is that spirit cannot tell you what to do. And right now, that's what you demand. I do it all the time. What is this? Explain it to me. Nah, it's my job to do that. I mean, our job to do that for ourselves. But when heaven's quiet, I think what it means is you just simply chop wood, carry water, and have ice cream. So, and don't try and do anything. It will happen. It'll come to you. You don't have to make the effort, except to try and feel comfortable with it. So I love that. Love that. Love that. I'm going to go back here and pull us in. And it is summer. Deed. And we've got Marby. I just read Marby, so I'm going to draw again.
One per customer.
Yeah, well, she was the first
I
one.
know, I know.
And she donated. Anybody who donates gets to the top of the list. CJ, you are one of the luckiest people, I swear. This is so cool. Now, go ahead and you're welcome, Donna. Go ahead and tell me what you'd like to know. If you just want a general, CJ wants a general. What about you, Summer? Is there something you need me to address? Oh, Diane is here. Good evening. Hope you ladies are well. I would love to know if I'm moving house soon, please, and thank you. We are doing the giveaway tool, and it's #stars. So, okay, Summer has not put in her request. We're going to start with CJ. First card out, my sweet, is a major card. So all of these pedestrian cards afterwards are going to just be the message when that happens is pull your everyday life into the upper octaves, or when you make decisions, move it through your ethics and morals, which you do anyway, but that's all it's saying. It looks like something new is happening for you, coming in with finances. This is with possessions as well. It could be an item. I'm going to read this a certain way. I'll just tell you, if those of you who read the tarot, I'll tell you what I'm thinking, because this is a little tricky. So the reason I said it's finances, I've got the Page of Pentacles saying that there's something new, something brand new for you. Also, the Four of Pentacles reversed, which may mean that you might have an impulse to overspend, to invest, or something like that. And that probably wouldn't be your best bet. You are very proud of yourself, and you have a lot to be proud of. And so understand that if you want this item or this thing, because I know this is wrong, but I just have to say it, because you want it, because it would make you feel more, more accomplished in other people's eyes. Then it looks like there's two cards here that are saying hold off just a little bit, as far as paying for anything. If somebody gifts it to you, that's fine. If it's a program you want, or a lesson or something like that you want, then you want to do your research and go to Trustpilot and make sure you're investing well. But the caution is this: the Four of Pentacles reversed, meaning that I'm not sure the money would be well spent this week. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles upright, means you get to use the bounty you've already created in your life. In other words, your savings. I'll just keep it to the Pentacles. So it looks like you might need to borrow savings or something like that. And also the Six of Cups reverse. This could mean old time friends and family that you don't want to mix with. So there's a little cautions here. Cars in the garage next. I love you so much. That makes me laugh. FYI, cars in the garage next week. Yes, I think you're smart. That's hilarious.
I have never got this card before. I know because I'm in 1111 like Deborah, and I see these numbers every day places. I look at the clock. Oh, it's 1111, of course. So this is a special card, and it says waking up to your mission. This card is a wake-up call. You've been chosen. You're a number of people specially singled out on Earth. A direct channel is opening up to you like a bridge to another world. A thinking entity is sending a visual sign from the universe to say you have a positive mission to accomplish. You've been chosen because you're ready to step into a greater reality. Perhaps you're being called upon to lead others into a new way of living. Your mission may not be clear right now, but know that when the time is right, it will be unveiled to you. Trust that when you see this number, you're on the right path and aligned with your highest truth. I see the 1111 all the time in the weirdest
Yeah.
ways. And when I see it, I go, yes, okay, I am I'm on the path. I'm on the right path. I can feel confident, and that's what you do when you see this number. It's going to be revealed to you.
Awesome. Awesome. Say one more thing, CJ. So you gave me a little more information. My family is supposed to help. That's all I need to know. So with all those cards, this is what's happening. If they are to help you or said they will help you, understand that they have an expectation of you that you're not aligned right now. And so the best way to feel comfortable with this is ask them, what do you expect in return? And they say, oh, you need to pay me back or something. Well, when? What's the timeline you're thinking of? And then I can decide whether I can uh, accept your gift or whatever it is, and make them really define what they what kind of help, and what is the reciprocity, and what is the unspoken expectation. Boy, I can't believe those cards are just spot on with that. I think it doesn't mean you're not going to get help from your family, but you will be able to. So you expect that from them. Well, good. Say it first this time, and then lay it on. And at this time, maybe say no. Oh no, that repayment is a bit steep. Say it. No, it's not going to work, because it does mean you're going to be above in front of your skis this week. This is a weekly thing. So practice saying no to a gift because of the expectations. Then they can have a choice and say, oh, maybe I am being too weird. That's the long and short of it. I hope that helps. And we're getting down to the last minute and a half, and Summer Summer hasn't popped in. So I'm sorry, Summer. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and close. I have really enjoyed today and the readings I've done. Remember that we're always with you. If you ever have a question with, oh, summer's here, let me throw something really, really quick. I'm sure Lalit has to leave, which is fine. It Cynthia says it may have something to do with the eclipse. When you talk about family, I'm not sure what you go
I
ahead.
got one. Said while you're getting yours
Yeah,
ready, the moon card. Speaking of eclipse, the next one is going to be the lunar eclipse on the 28th coming up.
you're
The
right
moon
on.
is urging you to illuminate any hidden or repressed feelings that need to be brought to the surface to help you grow. So you need to recognize your inner feelings. So anything you push down into the darkness will eventually move up toward the light. So don't avoid confronting any uncomfortable feelings or put off a challenging decision until tomorrow when you can do it today. The moon's gentle, open energy is guiding you to be aware of the natural cycles of your body, mind, heart, and spirit. Let the moon be your guide to dig up any unconscious destructive desires, those kind of things that our parents instill in us when we were little and we don't even remember. We got them hiding in there. Bring them into the light and eradicate their influence from your life forever. It's the
I like
light,
that.
light in the dark are the words down below to the moon. Light in the dark.
So Lalit just gave you permission to be Judge Judy this week. I love Judge Judy because she like says it like it is, and so and one of my decks says yes, you're feeling a bit like a victim. I've got the moon as well with this, so it's hidden agendas, that type of thing. Things aren't moving fast enough for you, that type of thing. But here's the good news: Wheel of Fortune is active. Wheel of Fortune is moving, always moving. Now it comes in upright, which means you're on the uptick of good fortune. So even though you may feel a little stumped, and I love the way you said just something positive from guides. You got it, girl. They are all over you. So they recognize the moon that's hovering over you, the moon energy. They recognize that you feel stuck, and they're sending good fortune in the way of socializing with friends, family, but goodwill socializing. Uh, so so there's spirit that's moving the wheel of fortune toward you, and then there's and then on the other side, the pedestrian side, you're going to have friends, or you're going to be inspired to call friends and let's get together, let's have a beer, a cocktail, or something, uh, or just go out. You'll have an impulse to do that, or someone is going to call you, and your job is to say yes, because they're sent from God. All right. Thank you, Intuitive 22, Donna Ortiz. Appreciate that tonight. So Lalit has to go, and I have to go because I have some things to do. And I hope a good, sweet evening for everybody. And know that you're loved. Thank you, everyone who supports this channel through memberships, donations, and subscribing and liking. All of you on the replay, we love you too. Appreciate your time and listening to this. It really helps to listen to a show all the way through. And next week, Lalit is going to present the full-bodied idea that she has with her generous gifts. So please, please stop by next Thursday at 2 to have all of that explained. All right.
Love
Yay.
you all. Thank you so much. And you do as